What's up, guys? This is your friendly neighborhood Extreme Spidey Guy here, and welcome to the third episode of the Nightmare Month series. And today's episode is going to be on 1975's Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg, based on the 1974 novel by Peter Benchley. So, how was this made? Well, it was shot mostly on location at Martha Vineyard in Massachusetts. Jaws was the first major motion picture to be shot on the ocean and consequently had trouble production, going over a budget and schedule. As the department's mechanical sharks often malfunctioned, Spielberg decided to mostly suggest the shark's presence, employing an ominous and minimalist theme created by composer John Williams to indicate its impending appearances. Spielberg and others have compared this suggestive approach that of the director Alfred Hitchcock Universal Pictures release of the film to over 550 scenes. Sorry, I spit. I meant screens was an exceptionally wide release for a major studio picture at the time, and it was accompanied by an extensive marketing campaign that heavily enhanced television spots and tie-in merchandise. Regarded as the watershed moment in motion picture history, Jaws was the prototypical summer blockbuster and won several awards for its music and editing. It was the highest-grossing film of all time until the release of Star Wars 2 years later. Both films were pivotal in establishing the modern Hollywood business model, which pursues high box office returns from action and adventure films with simply high concept premises released during the summer in thousands of theaters and advertised heavily. Jaws was followed by 3 sequels, none of them of which involved Spielberg or Benchley, and many intimidative thrillers. And in 2001, the Library of Congress selected it for preservation in the United States Film Registry. So, what's the story for this movie? Well, when a young man is killed by a shark while skinny dipping near the New England tourist of Amity Island, Police Chief Martin Brody, played by Roy Scheider, wants to choose the beaches, but Mayor Larry Vaughn, played by Murray Hamilton, overrules him. Fearing that the loss of tourist revenue will cripple the town, ichthyologist Matt Hooper, played by Richard Dreyfuss, and a grizzled ship captain, Quint, played by Robert Shaw, offer to help Brody capture the killer beast, and the trio engage in an epic battle of man versus nature. So, what do I think of this movie? Well, during Labor Day weekend, I have watched all 4 of these Jaws movies on Netflix, and this would have to be one of the best movies I've ever seen. Well, and to be honest, I just think Jaws was just better off working as just one standalone movie. I just don't think it needed any sequels at all. I mean, Jaws 2 had, some of its moments, but it just still wasn't all that good. And then both Jaws 3D and Jaws the Revenge were abysmal. And, and and um and this is just why I just think Jaws was just better off working as just one standalone movie. Roy Scheider definitely nails the performance as Martin Brody. Murray Hamilton also does a great performance as Larry Vaughn. Excuse me. Matt Hooper, no. Richard Dreyfuss does an awesome job as Matt Hooper, and Robert Shaw definitely does an awesome performance as Quint. The music by John Williams is definitely awesome in this movie. Like the excuse me. Lorianne Gray definitely did an awesome job as like Ellen Brody. Um, I do like the scenes where like the opening starts off with like a woman going into the beach, and then she eventually gets eaten alive by a shark, and then she was like killed by a shark or something like that, and then his boyfriend gets like killed by a shark as well, and 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 I also do like the scene where like Martin Hooper and Quint are like singing like "Show me the way to go home." Yeah, and all that stuff. Um, I also do like Richard Dreyfuss and American Graffiti. Um, and and the shark definitely looks awesome in this movie, and he looks definitely amazing in this movie. The shark design is like very awesome as to very see in the film, and the ending scene was definitely awesome, and it probably wasn't even setting up like any sequels whatsoever. And this is just why I just think Jaws should have just been like one standalone movie, and it should not have gotten any sequels. Well, I don't like Jaws 2 that much, but it had some of its moments, and like I said, Jaws 3D and Jaws the Revenge are abysmal. Now, are there any bad qualities I have with this film? Absolutely not. And here's how I'm going to rate it. I am going to give Jaws a full solid 10 out of 10. So tell me your thoughts on Jaws. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's overrated? Just let me know in the comments below. And just forget the Jaws sequels. I'm not going to review those anytime soon. And until next time, I'll see you all later.